Welcome to this video, which is a walkthrough of some tips and tricks in the Polestar 2 that you might not have noticed before. So for example, where is the curry hook? How do you fold the mirrors? Do you enter the cleaning mode for the screen? And also, where is the card holder in the glove compartment that I actually spent 20 minutes searching for? Okay, so first I'm going to start with some tips and tricks on the screen. So we can start with the interface. On some screens you can actually swipe between different screens, so you don't have to press up here, but you can actually do the swipe. If you do the swipe on the charge screen, make sure you don't do it here because it will just change the charge limit. If you want to quick access to the different volumes, so what I mean different volumes, you can go into settings here and sound and volumes, and you have a long list of the different volume levels you can set, but you can actually access some of them much easier by just turning the volume knob and pressing the down arrow here, and you have some quick access here for sort of the navigation, music, phone and so on. So to clean the screen, you can enter a screen cleaning mode by holding and pressing the hold button, and when you're here you can use the microcloth that you got with the car from the glove compartment, clean it, and then when you're ready you can activate the screen again like that. If you want to play music using Bluetooth, you can't do that by just connecting your phone. You actually have to download a Bluetooth media playing app, which you can see here. If you have YouTube Music, I haven't signed in so I can't see it, but if you go into settings, library and downloads, you can actually set how much it's allowed to use sort of the storage. So the amount that it actually downloads to the car and for offline mode, which can be pretty handy. If you want to change the settings for the trip meter, you can actually go into settings, display and trip computer, and here you can sort of deselect and select something else, so you can see from the auto trip and the manual trip as well. And if you want a quick way to reset the trip meter, there is a button on the stock that says reset. If you hold that button for a few seconds, it will actually reset the trip. That's much easier than going into the display buttons and setting it from there. If you press the temperature, let's see, let me bring up, you can actually split the temperatures up here, so you can have one for the left side and one for the right side. If you click that again, you will get the synced one back. Also here in the climate screen, if you have sort of done some settings and you want to bring it back to the default state, you can just long press auto and it will do that. So it will set the fan to medium, the temperature to 22, and the rest is on auto. So that's a pretty quick way if you've altered some of the settings to just go back. So sometimes if you press the button you were on, you will get back to the app that you had before. So that's pretty handy, so you can do some things and then press that button to go back to the app you had in full screen. It doesn't work seamlessly in all of the screens, but at least these most used, you can actually do that. So you will get back to, say, Spotify, or you can go back to maps just by pressing that icon again. You don't have to go to the actual app again. Another sound setting that I found useful is if you go into sound and sound experience, you can actually toggle the front and rear speakers. So that's, comes in handy if someone is sleeping in the back. Okay, so that was everything I had to show you on the interface. Okay, another thing I found useful is using the Google Assistant for the steering wheel heater. However, in the beginning I could only set it to sort of on or off. But I mean, there is a command so you can set it to whatever level you want. So let's try that. Okay Google, set steering wheel heat to low.
Okay, changing the steering wheel heater to low.
Okay Google, set the steering wheel heater to medium.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay Google, set the steering wheel heat to medium.
Alright, changing the steering wheel heater to medium.
Okay Google, turn off the steering wheel heat.
Okay, turning off the steering wheel heater.
Okay, so I said heater instead of heat. Personally, I don't think that should matter, but sure. So to fold the mirrors, you actually go to the buttons for the mirror settings on the left side of on the car door. You press the two left and right buttons simultaneously and it will fold. And then if you want to unfold, you just press those two again. So that's quite handy if you're going into a tight space or something like that. Another thing I found handy is the hold brake. So if you stop at a red sign and you know it's going to take some while, if you just press the brake harder, you will see a green symbol in the instrument cluster with an H, so that's hold brake. And then you can actually take off your foot but still have the car in drive. So what happens next is when you want to sort of start driving again, you just press the accelerator or the gas pedal and it will automatically go out of that mode. So that is for, you know, when you stopped and you don't want to sort of press down your foot all the time. Okay, so here in the interface, you can actually sort of hold and move these apps, and you can ask why. Well, if you go back, you will have all these tiles, so you can sort of just choose what you want to have where, since you will have some of these sort of shortcuts. So I think sort of maps for one, Spotify for one, and maybe the phone is what I like to have. But you can also have something else. Right now I have the driver performance and it doesn't actually show you anything in this view. Or if you go back to the home, it just says driver performance, so that's pretty useless. But I still haven't found an app that I would like to have there, if I'm honest. So I'm still waiting for an update. I've heard a better route planner has actually submitted their app to Polestar and they have to just confirm it before it can be pushed out to the Polestar cars. That's pretty exciting. So the carry hook is over here in the glove compartment, so you can just fold that out and hang your takeout so it doesn't spill in the car. In the glove compartment there is also a card holder. It took me quite a while to find. It's not very intuitive, but it is there. So you can have your charging card or a backup card there, very convenient. There is also in these small compartments in the center console, there is a clip to hold a pen on both sides. I can't show you that now because there's not enough light in there, but you can just feel it and you can sort of clip in a pen there. These buttons under the rear view mirror are actually home link buttons for garage openers. So if you press that, you will see I guess that's a garage door icon that starts to blink. I don't actually have a garage door, so I can't tell you how to link those, but you can find that in another video or guide. But could be good to know that, well, that is a home link button, or actually 3 of them. So for the sort of keyless lock and unlock, it's not only that you can sort of touch the handle to unlock the car. If you touch the vertical line on the handlebar, you can actually lock the car as well. And you don't have to do it with your fingers. It could be the back of your hand or something. Just touch it and you will hear the car locking. For the tailgate, I've heard many people ask sort of, okay, how do I calibrate that to the height in my garage or something, and how do I stop it? Well, if you open it with a foot or with a button, you can just press the button on the inside of the trunk and it will stop in that position. If you hold the button after that, you will hear a beep and it will sort of stop there next time as well. But it can be quite useful if you're in a new place. You usually have it open all the way. You know, you can just open the trunk and press that button and it will stop where you want it to. If you want to pull down all the mirrors without being inside the car, you can actually hold the unlock button on the key, and if you do that, it will actually bring all the windows down. In the same way, if you lock it and long press the lock button, it will bring them back up again. So I mean, that can be useful if you have sort of had the car out in the sun and you don't want to sort of precondition at start because it will be boiling. You can just bring the windows down for it to sort of clear the hot air out, and then you can bring them up again and maybe start the preheating. Of course, we don't have the app yet to do that, but still, you know that you can sort of clear the air in the car just by using the remote. Okay everyone, that was everything I had in this video. Please give a thumbs up and I hope you come back for the next one. Bye.